What's going on, guys? Skylord Studios 005 back here again, and today we have our first UX review for Hellshammer. Now, Hellshammer is probably looks-wise my favorite UX bay. I've heard kind of things about the performance. It needs to be fixed up a bit, but overall, appearance-wise, it's probably my favorite looking Hells bay. It is the UX of the Hells bay, obviously, following the line of Hell Scythe and Hell's Chain. However, if you'll notice, these two tend to be rounded off, more defensive. This one seems more aggressive, more attack-based, but not as aggressive as something as Drawn Sword, per se. A lot of people have been comparing this to Screw from Metal Fight, and it's a very good comparison. Like, it's a very rounded-off three-winged attacker. Very smooth edges over here. And the whole gimmick is, if you look at the shape, it basically is Screw Capricorn, or not Screw Capricorn, but Screw in the blade, so it kind of wings downwards. The whole gimmick is that you're supposed to be taller and you're supposed to push your opponents down. With the hammers, is what they call the blades. We have a new ratchet, being 370. Now getting 70 ratchets, which are kind of like alternatives to 60 ratchets is the way I see it. They're not as bad as 80 ratchets, but they're not as great as 60s. So, also, it doesn't have the little spinny thing in here, and I remember seeing this for the first time, and I was very confused, because the only other bay to do that, to my knowledge, there could be another one that's just not, like, been shown yet, is Dronzer. This is Dronzer. It doesn't have the little spinny thing in it, unlike, say, let me take apart Hell Scythe and show you, there's no, like, this little spinny bit in it, which is, I think, to help it, like, take the attacks for burst prevention. So, like, if you get hit really hard, you're not just going to explode on impact. You're basically just going to rotate and spin the attacks off. So this one, it can rotate, but it's not going to rotate the entire blade. It's just going to rotate the bit. Speaking of the bit, when it was first revealed, I was very disappointed, but from what I've seen in testings-wise, this actually does look pretty promising, is the hexa bit. Now, at first it looked like a mix between Octa and Wedge, but realistically, it's kind of like wide defense, but with less stability. It has the 16 teeth, unlike a regular bit with, like, I think the regular amount is 12, and then Rush has 8. So you can see there's definitely more. It's definitely denser. It's a thicker bit. But if we look at the bay, completely put together, you'll see very tall bay, especially because of the bit. If we put something like 360 on there, it'd be extremely tall. So let's just slap a 360 on there just to look at it. And I remember me and my friend were talking, and we're like, yeah, it probably does need a 60 bit if it wants to work, being the gimmick is supposed to be able to push its opponents down with the hammers. But personally, I don't like 80 bits, but we'll see how these new 70 bits are. We're going to do a test spin here real quick. Let me just revert it back to stock combo. Also, I don't know if I've said this yet in the video or not. If I have, then forgive me. With the, because now you can scan in, I can finally scan in the bays into the Hong Kong version of the app. I was able to pull the gold Leon Claw, so now I have one of every prize bay. I just need to figure out how to get them over here. So, 3, 2, 1, go, shoot! Again, very defensive. A lot like that WD that I printed out. You can see it just kind of, it wobbles around in the middle. I think the reason why they made it not fully WD is because it'd probably be really broken. As you can see, it kind of just wobbles around, which I honestly, what I like to think is that since it's wobbling around, it's like the hammers are like swinging around. But yeah, overall, this is probably the best looking Hell's Bay, just as a comparison, real quick, one more time. Hell's Chain. Hell's Chain looked really nice, I just wasn't a fan of the pink on it. And then Hell Scythe. Again, the original. So yeah, this is definitely the most detailed and probably the coolest looking Hell's Bay. So let's actually run it against the original. So Hell Scythe, 460 tapered versus Hellshammer, 370 hexa. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! 3, 2, 1, shoot! Oh! Ooh, dang. Alright, dang. Alrighty. Not a great beginning. First battle ends with a burst. Maybe we'll see something different. Maybe it wasn't locked in properly. So that's 2 points. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Bringing it back, 2-2, Hellshammer. Kind of did that weird little hammer smack thing that I was talking about. I did hear about a rumored rule change with, like, you can't use, like, there's points assigned to each bay, and you can only have a certain amount of points going into a battle. And what the whole gimmick was, you're not supposed to be able to use more than 2 heavyweights in your deck. And Wizard Rod is a heavyweight, and Drawn Buster is a heavyweight, so 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Alright, that's a good launch. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. This one you definitely probably won't want to angle launch. Oh! Oh my. It's going. Going around. Standing back up. Still defensive. Again, I really love that orange in there. Kind of reminds me if you've ever seen Thor Ragnarok Surtur. Alright, Hellshammer. 3-2. Let's see. Can it take the final? I'm going to try angle launching it this time. 3, 2, 1, shoot! 3, 2, 1, shoot! Alright, we're going to reshoot that because that I really didn't like from Hellscythe. Also, make sure you guys note the UX bays don't have these little plastic covers that these ones have. So you see there's like a little layer of plastic there? There is no longer a layer of plastic, so be careful with the sticker, guys. But let's reshoot that. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Extreme angle tilt. Extreme angle tilt. Oh my. Alright, so the defensive potential on this is actually really good. Hellshammer beats out, I think, what, 5-2? 5-3? Next up, Hell's Chain. Basically just a taller version of Hellscythe. This is going to be... The reason why I say taller is because it's high tapered versus regular tapered. I think this one's going to be about the same height as Hellshammer. I think Hellscythe was slightly shorter. Yeah, Hellscythe was slightly shorter. And this one is about the same height. So, this is going to be interesting. 3, 2, 1, shoot! 3, 2, 1, shoot! That is a self-KO. We are not counting that. I really don't like self-KOs. I have yet to see it do an X dash, which is what those 16 rails or gears were for. So, guys, that's just regular high tapered, by the way. It's not on anything special. So, Hell's Chain's really going crazy for this one. We'll say, at the beginning, its defenses are pretty good, but near the end, it just kind of loses out on stamina. All right, Hell's Chain, first point. 3, 2, 1, shoot! 3, 2, 1, shoot! Oh my. Alrighty. So, it seems what the strategy is, and this did this back in Hellscythe, or with Hellscythe, is that when it goes around, like, in its it doesn't leave the circle, right? But because the bays are about to go on an X dash, it hits them, and they go crazy, and then basically self-KO, but it's caused by Hellshammer. So, that's 2-1. Let's try an ankle launch this time. 3, 2, 1, shoot! 3, 2, 1, shoot! Again, it's basically parrying with defense. Yeah, no, it's gonna get out. It's fine. All right, 2-2. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, shoot! 3, 2, 1, shoot! Yeah. All right. So it does have that really good attack to get it out, but it's also defensive. So it's like a stationary attacker. So that is 4-2. Hellshammer does win. Alrighty. Who do we want to see next? Do we want to go straight into Phoenix next, or do we want to kind of ease ourselves in? I had to take a bunch of bays out because they did not fit. So I have to go through this little basket I have off to the side and get bays. Let me see. I do have some 3D print tips on them, so I need to change out the tips. No, I don't want to run it. We'll run Drawn Sword next. Drawn Sword, the original attack type. I feel like this is kind of a parody of, because, like, big 3-wing attack type, big 3-wing, almost balanced defense type. So it's like a smoothened out version of Drawn Sword. And if we were to take, what's another 3-wing one? Night Lance. Night Lance is just kind of more jagged. So here are our 3 types of 3-wing designs, guys. I do want to run the Night Lance. I do also want to run Shark eventually, but we're going to run the drawn lineup first. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, so whenever it goes on the X rail, it just kind of bounces back into the middle. This is kind of cool. Alrighty, drawn sword. 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. It seems whenever it goes for that tilt attack is when it does its best damage for Hellshammer. So, Hellshammer, 1, 1. I will say, I really do like this bay. 3, 2, 1, shoot. More than I thought I would. Like, I thought, I'm like, yeah, Hellshammer looks too weird for me. Oh, my. Oh! Alright, that was cool. Alright, so I think I understand the concept of this bay. The whole thing is it's push its opponents down, but in reality, what it does is it's a defensive attacker. So it's going to stay in the middle and do some attacks, but once it gets hits out, it's going to go around and come back and hit you. So it overall has a really good concept going for it, but we're at 1-1 because Drawn Sword did not stay in the pocket, so 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. And it can take a good few hits, guys. Ooh, 3, 1, Drawn Sword. Can we get it? All right, there we go. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Again. All right, no, that's 6-1. Drawn Sword wins. But it did take that first hit. Should have been an X dash, but it was able to parry it off. So Drawn Sword does win that. Moving on, we're going to Drawn Dagger. When I get Drawn Buster, I'm obviously going to do Drawn Buster versus Hellshammer. But let's see Drawn Dagger at the moment. By the way, both Hammer and Rod, I think I've already said this, should come in Monday. So if you guys are seeing this on Friday when it's being recorded, cool. If not, this was recorded on Friday, and the other 2 are supposed to come in Monday. So 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Bang. Alright, I think that's a dagger. 3, 2, 1, shoot. My hand came back and hit that, so let's reshoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Come on. Alright, so that's 2-0. Or no, that's 4-0. Yeah, no, Drawn Dagger sweeps. So it is struggling against more attack types. So, we're going to throw it up against Shark Edge. Because it's struggling against attack types. And also, I think in the video it was thrown against Shark Edge. So, 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, X dash finish, or X finish. Hellshammer. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, that's Hellshammer's win. 4-0. Alright, so it swept Shark Edge. Do I want to run Viper? Probably not. Viper's just kind of I think we run... Where is it? Let's run Lance. We're going to run Lance, then Sting, and then the last 2 being the heavyweights. So, Night Lance. Let's see. This one also has that gimmick of being tall and trying to push its opponents down. But in reality, what Hellshammer does is it doesn't push its opponents down. It basically just tanks the attack and then tries to outspin. So it's more of a defense type, but it has stamina. It has better stamina than Needle. And it can go for some crazy counterattacks. So it is a balance type that's a combination of like stamina and attack. Or defense and attack. So Hellshammer takes the first point. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Also, I'm pretty sure Hellshammer's at the perfect height to make contact with Nightlance's ratchet, so Nightlance does have a bursting issue. Or at least mine does. Let's see, LED. Alrighty. Hexa, taking it. 2-1. Or 2-0, actually. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Yeah. I gotta reshoot both of them. Yep. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Let's do an angle launch. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Kind of bouncing around. Alrighty, that's a game for Nightlands. Nightlands loses. Let's do Unicorn Sting next. If I'm able to get it out. Let's run Unicorn Sting, and then we'll go into Phoenix, and then end it with Drake. So, Unicorn Sting, where is it? I think this would actually be a pretty cool match. Alright, so it's basically Gear Point versus Hexa. Boop. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. And that is 2 points. Hellshammer. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 2 points. Unicorn Sting. 2 and 2. So the score is tied. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, that's 3. Unicorn Sting, 3, 2. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Just by default, I think Hellshammer's going to win for stamina. Also, it does come with a new ripcord, which is more flexible, more rubbery. But other than that, it's kind of the same. Hellshammer, 3 and 3. Final match. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Hard launch. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Hard launch. Oh my! Alrighty, that was actually really cool. Alright, so it's like 6-3 Hellshammer. What happened was it tried to KO because of the X dash, and basically Hellshammer just jumped and let it go into the X dash. So that is 6-3. Hellshammer's winning. Let's go to Phoenix. Starting off the finals. Going Phoenix versus Hellshammer. So, let's see this. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. My, that is deadly hit from Phoenix. Alright. 2 points, Phoenix. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. That was a self KO, but if it does it again, we're just counting it because Phoenix will constantly do that. So, ooh, first priority. Phoenix basically sweeps. Alright. That is Phoenix's sweep. So it can't take the full force of Phoenix, but it can pretty much tank everything else. So now, let's see basically what happens if Phoenix is more controlled via Cobalt Drake. So, let's see. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Oh, wait. Nope. Drake, 1-0. We'll say we're having some pretty great battles here. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright. See? You can have the LED to outspin it. Probably not. No, Drake 2-0. Where is it? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. here's where that defense comes in. As long as it doesn't make contact with Drake, it should be able to outspin it this round. Alright. 2-1, Hellshammer. 3-2-1, shoot! 3-2-1, shoot! Again, you can see that counterattack from Hellshammer. It's insane, guys. Gonna be enough to beat Drake? Probably not. No, that's 3-1. Let's see. Put probably the final battle here. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Dead launch, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Another great launch. Oh my. Yeah, no, just that. The power of those hits from Drake, guys, and the power of the weight, it's crazy. Because the thing is, if this was a heavyweight, like Buster and Wizard Rod, this would be, like, probably one of the best ones, if not the best one, because of its counterattack ability. But overall, the Hellshammer Blade is extremely good for counterattack, and the Hexa bit's really good for, like, tanking defense and then going in for a counterattack. So overall, this is a really good bay. At least, not stock, it's not competitive, but I'm pretty sure you can make something competitive with this. If not, it's probably going to be like, what, Hellshammer Gear Ball. Maybe Viper on Hexa, or Unicorn on Hexa, I can see happening. But this was a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect this to be this good. Is it, like, competitive, like, out of the box, like, top 3? No. Is it fun to use? Yes. And to me, that's kind of, at the end of the day, what matters, is that it's fun to use. But, yeah, so let me know. What did you guys think in the comments down below? Did you like Hellshammer compared to Hell's Chain and Hell's Scythe? Do you think it's a weird sidestep in the Hell's lineup? Let me know your thoughts. Also, I think the reason why Hellshammer is the way it is, I think has to do with, like, Strikehawk. And Strikehawk was a 3-pointed, like, balance type, I want to say. So I think it has to do with, like, the roots of, oh, hey, Bird originally used Strikehawk. And now it's a 3-pointed bay again. So, yeah, that's just my pure speculation. Oh, hang on. I wanted to actually run it against Night Lance. Or Night Shield. No, I already ran it against Night Lance. That was a defense type. I wanted to run it against a defense type and see how it would have done against the defense type. But, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of Hellshammer in the comments down below. And which of the 3 UX bays is your favorite and why? So, hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.